Welcome to BP Farming. Dumping the trucks here at Poet. Brennan's here with me. Noah's here dumping. Ran 2 combines last night for the first time in corn. 2 12 rows. Hey, 2 12 row heads. 2 12 row heads. That's a lot of work, man. A lot of work. Woo! We gonna figure it out? I don't know. You guys take you guys along for that. We're gonna figure it out. Still a lot of learning right now. A lot of bushels are flowing. A lot of work getting done. Progress being made. So hold on for a ride today. We'll see how these 2 12 rows work. We're going to get everything empty first and work on some strategies. We were working on them in the dark last night, so it'd be nice to be in the daylight for a minute. Okay, we're going to run down the half-mile row. We're going to maybe make it because we got the hopper topper, and we'll dump off. Then we'll take back off to the other end while the 680 dumps off, dumping on the run. We'll be full when we get to this end, and we'll either have to dump off or the cart will catch us. We're going to find out. So when we get down here, we're going to be full. And semis, we're trying to use more strategy, not run the combine as hard. We used to run one machine real hard. And now yesterday we were in 2 different areas and had. When one combine was moving and getting service, the other combine's still shelling. There's hours that were very productive. Another thing we noticed when we did an end row, both combines went down and back, cleared the end row, dumped it off on the cart. That's so much faster than one machine pecking around, making room for the cart. 2 machines, you instantly have room because the other machine's right behind you, opening the whole thing up. So it's kind of cool. There's areas you can tag team. Okay, we're dumping off, and as we dump off, right there's Brian. He's right behind us. He's going to turn around and we're going to head back the other way empty. He's going to turn around and head back the other way and dump on the run. We always skip 2 passes, and that's where I just ran, and then Brian can run without us pumping. He's going to dump on the run the way back. I just got dumped off. After he dumps off, she's going to come up to me. I finish, flip around, come back the other way after I move over 2 passes. Got to leave room for the combines to pass one another. You can't be side by side because you bump rows. So just a lot of little things I hadn't even thought of. I need to think more about it, but it's just, I don't know, we're letting it evolve. He's wanting to be on the camera. Lots of action. Trucks are keeping up so far, but not by a long shot. It's just because we're local. So I'm skipping 1, skipping 2, and I'm going for 3. 140 acre field ends over here. Now this was bought as 93 acres. I was 28 years old. Brian would have been 3 years younger than that. We bought it together. We couldn't buy the whole 140 acres. The owner sold 93 of it to us. We financed that. And then 2 years later, sold us the remainder on a 7-year contract. Now, that was a hard payment to pay. And we paid him interest, which helped him out, and it just ended up being a good deal for everybody. And looking at it now, it really looks good. But I'm telling you, every single farm, any farm that was bought, cost too much the day it was bought, don't make sense, none of the numbers match up. We'll talk about farm ground and what our outlook on it is and why we invest in farm ground. But at first glance, farm ground's not a good investment. We'll talk about that some this winter when we run out of topics. Farm real estate is my jam. It's kind of what my favorite part of farming is. That and the combines. Who doesn't like the combines? Especially this one. Man, this is nice. Still getting used to the joystick. So the other one's straight up and down. This, it's angled, so I'm constantly pushing here, which tilts the head to the right. Well, all those times, and you guys see me doing it, when I'm loading that bean head on the trailer and you look and hear that bang, well, I'm pushing to the right and I'm tilting the head instead of raising it. And that comes from this new handle, which is what all the new ones are. I like it other than that. It just, to me, I'm so used to going this way with the Hagee that going this way, yeah, it's just not natural. And it's still, right now, I fight that. So I'm sure the new Hagee, whenever that is, 7 years from now, I'm sure it has this new handle. I'll have to get used to it, but so far, my complaint's going to be the position of the button being on that angle instead of straight up and down. Guys, you can comment on that. I know there's other guys running Deere combines. You guys like that thing being angled like that, or did you like straight up and down? I'm a straight up and down guy, I can tell you, because every bang you see in my video is related to me hitting that button and not looking over and seeing that I've tilted right instead of raising like I intended to do. It's important that you eat, sleep, manage stress, all these things. And today, you need sleep, you need to eat, you want to get cleaned up. You're home for 5 hours. Not complaining, but you got to learn how to manage that. And yeah, it's only you're down the road, or yeah, it doesn't seem like a big deal. And if you look at it that way and can tell yourself, you know, I'll just get through this, it's not a big deal. You get through it. But having this many acres, this much pressure, the markets, everything, it's a lot of pressure on us. And it's taken a long time. This is 23rd crop for Brian and I still am learning how to manage that kind of pressure. You'll go by and see a big farm. I'm guilty of it too. And I'm like, man, that guy's got it made. Look at that new machine. Look at this. Look at that. Then you meet these guys. And the big guys, I'm talking the guys you don't see very often. There's some hard-working guys out there. Did video. Brian and I were on the radio. He slowed his head down as well. And I like to run enough ground speed that I fluff just slightly. That fluff is letting my ears hit that, and it reduces butt shelling. Now, I don't want to run too much fluff in the machine, and I use ground speed for that. Yesterday on the hills, I was running my head down and running it up in the bottom ground, just so you're not running as much stalk through the machine. As long as my stompers that are rubbing the ground are touching, I can raise the head some on some of the taller areas and not run all that through the machine. You lose a lot of capacity if you run too much through the machine, but if I run no material, like right here, it's balling up just enough, all that's hitting material and all that corn's going in. You'll look on the ground, and if I got it clean and no material going in, you're going to be butt shelling. Gearing off, probably their biggest weakness for me is the butt shelling. And you can adjust it out of it with your ground speed, your height, your head speed, your angle on your head. There's all kinds of ways that you can do to adjust it. But the fact is, it is there. And I feel as if Gearing Off brand is a little more sensitive to butt shelling than others. We're going to keep on rolling, get through this. And the next strategy is going to be getting on the highways. It gets muddy, getting our trucks in and out, and then it gets dangerous, and we don't want to load on the highway. We had one year where we did, and that was not a fun experience. Nobody has forgotten it. Well, we need to get in there while it's dry.
Meeting my truck drivers, let me know what moistures you get for a little while, just so we can correlate that to our screens and make sure we're getting it on.
There we go. Guys, what do you think? Does that look like a full grain cart? That looks pretty full to me. High score. Wow. I bet that's 86,000 pounds. Got this big 140 acre field done. We did 234. Shows on the monitor. I'll have to verify that, but that's probably pretty close. There's a lot of bushels flowed out of here. Woo! Trucks have been busy. It averaged from 17 to 19%, and hauled all of it to Poet Ethanol Plant. Brian's back finishing in the corner. I'm going to dump off, fold up, and we have a 160 acre field that's tied to a 60, so it's a big area. But it's off the highway, so the trucks have to come off the highway. We want to do that before it rains, so it's kind of a strategy move that we're taking. Folding the head up. Did I say how much I love our folding heads? You just hold on the handle here and you fold. I cleaned out around it. You gotta hop out in between, clean your beaver dam off in front of the combine. But it basically, it folds up pretty nice. The machine's balanced going down the road, surprisingly. I didn't think it would be as well as it is, so. Ryan's folded up, ready to go. He's got the new to us gearing off on the 680. I've been running our old one, it just worked out that way. Fold. I'm gonna do my hopper. Got my transformer deal. So I'm gonna get this head locked. Man, there's a lot of vehicles. I can't back out. Cart. We're gonna flip around, dump off as well.
I'll get to the end down here and I'll stop and I'll move the semis across the road so that they're over here so they don't have to deal with it.
Sounds good. I'll head to the other end and start opening our corner up and stuff. I'll dump off before I head down there. Grain cart's a lot of work when we're learning with the 12 rep with 2 combines in the field. It's been a challenge. We figured a few things out. Half-mile rows, it's a finesse thing. We did slow our heads down, slowed our ground speed down, try and do a little better job. All those things. We're able to work together on end rows. You go down and back, dump off, end rows done. That's kind of cool when you got 2 machines. So there's a lot of positives, but realistically, we wish we had a little more trucking help, don't we all? Now, we've been hauling the Poet, and this end row I just ran was like 21 to 23%. That's not going to cut it. That'll have to go home to be dried. We're hoping that's not the case, so we can continue to haul the Poet before the lines get bigger, but I don't see it. I think this is wet corn. We're going to have to dry it, I think. Part of it. Semis, they're all getting here. Raven's here, Nova's here, red semis here, grain cart, both combines. We're having a party. The other semis across the way there. I'll let everybody in off this highway. Strategy, we're doing this right now because it's dry and we can get the trucks in and out. When it gets wet and you load these trucks in the mud, yeah, and climb that little thing to go out there on the highway, it's not a good scenario. There, we're gonna dump on our grain cart. Another perfect pour. A lot of full grain carts here lately. Good problems to have. Another perfect pour. Oh man, I gotta get cleaned out before the end. Oh yeah, I think that's high score. Bushel the acre and climbing. Corn's really good. We're running, it's 245 average. Unbelievable. We tiled this field. good harvest day. Hit the 680s down again. I just radioed in. Something goes on with it. The thing is, we're showing we're making progress. 780's been running good. We have not climbed above that 245 mark. We're kind of hovering right there. It got better than that, which is good. Okay. It stays right there. I'm fine with it. That's pretty good. And once again, Brian got the 680 going. I don't know what he does. He takes the laptop in there and has a chat with it. But yeah, there it goes. Cruising right along, no problems. Don't know. I'll now check out the machine. We're doing a good job. Getting a lot done. Guys, it's been a great day. It's been a long one. But we're going to call this thing. I'm going to dump this, fill our trucks, and we're going to hit the road. And we're going to see you on the next one. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Look forward to doing it again soon.